I moved back from California in 1984. I was looking for a Christian radio station. Discovered Bott Radio back then. I just loved the selection of all their Bible teachers, and I've been listening to it nonstop for 32 years.
I like to hear good, godly preaching, which I hear from the time I get up until I finally turn the radio off, which could be any time of the day. You hear people proclaiming the name of Christ. You hear people trying to help solve problems for people that have problems. You have family programs to deal with family issues. You have financial programs for financial issues. And then you sometimes just get some really funny people that are on there.
Bott Radio for about 6 years now. I started listening to it because my mentors listen to it as well. And the reason why I continue to listen to it is I learned so much from listening to Alistair Begg, John MacArthur, Josh McDowell, and quite a few other ones, Ravi Zachariah. These are all great teachers, and they help me to understand my Bible much better when I listen to them. So it's been my pleasure to listen to Bott Radio, and I hope it continues for a long time.
I like Bott Radio because I love all the preachers and the sermons that's on there, and I just love it. And I listen to it every day.
Well, Alistair Begg, Jay Vernon, John MacArthur, Ravi Zacharias, gee whiz, Janet Mefford. The whole lineup is great. If I had enough time to listen to everybody every day, I would do that. But unfortunately, I have to work, but I always listen to it during working hours. Used to love rock and roll, still do, but you know, after about 1 million songs, I'd only go so far, and you'll find me on the weekends with my headphones, doing yard work, doing my job, listening to Bott Radio.
Well, I'll tell you first how it saved my sanity. I moved here from South Florida to go to Midwestern Baptist Seminary in 1972 in the middle of the winter, and I was alone in the house most of the time with my little preschool son. I thought I'd go nuts. And then somebody told me about Bott Radio, and that saved my sanity because then I could listen to it all day long, and I didn't care how much it snowed outside. I felt like I was still in South Florida because I had my radio companion.
I listen to Bott Radio Network on the way to work and on the way home every day. I have about an hour and a half commute, and I just listen to the good sermons and the spiritual encouragement that it gives me.
We listen to Bott Radio to and from the grocery store and different times during the day. I use it frequently if I hear a word that's particularly timely. I'll use it in our home education efforts at home. We're homeschoolers. We've been homeschooling for 20 years, and Bott Radio has been a huge resource for us, a very rich blessing to us.
Well, I like Bott Radio because I've listened to it for years. It has wonderful speakers. You can reach it anywhere through the iHeartRadio app. And it just has some of my favorite speakers. It has Alistair Begg and Ravi Zacharias and Tony Evans and David Jeremiah, and it has a wonderful program at night.
I like listening to Bott Radio because it gives me good teaching and good instructions on my life, how to live. I love it.
Anyway, I just listened to it for half years.
I like the variety of ministers that are on the Bott Radio Network. I like the variety of the news programs, and it's very, very informative.
My life, when I first got saved, when I started listening to Bott Radio Network, and it allowed me to grow tremendously from then on.